can imagine.
Speaking on Jim, I heard you say on your show, you like, yo, what's up with you and Beans? It's the same I feel with you and Jim,
right,
bro. Like, I need y'all to fix that, my G. Do you think that can ever be fixed?
So you gotta think about this, Bleak. We put out our first mixtape probably 2001.
Shit, 24 years ago.
Yeah, the album came out in 2003. So you sit there and say, okay, 2001 to let's say we broke up 2007. Even if you give it 2008, that's a 6-7 year run. Music was just so powerful, the logo was still, people just love it. Our first reunion, I'm talking about after we broke up, got back together, was in 2010.
Yeah.
The first reunion show we did. If we can't get it together now, it's been 2010 to 2025. So the reunions and arguments and fighting's been 15 years. The run was only 7 years. We got 15 years of disputes longer than the run. The run was 7 years.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say never, but at the end of the day, if you gotta think about it, the disputes, the arguments, the reunions, is 15 years old, and the run was 7 years old. I don't know if it could never go right. You know, he got records dissing me earlier this year, whatever. I don't really pay no mind. People send it to me. But you gotta think about it. He put a song called Our Frenemies in like 2008. 17 years of diss records towards me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? My brain ain't there.
It's the same way with Beans. Beans got diss records dissing me and all that. And it's like, I don't know where niggas coming from. But at the end of the day, like, when the lights cut off, the music cut off, everything cut off, I can never erase what was.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's time for niggas to
Hey, yo, check it out, twin. So Cameron was on Memphis Bleak podcast, Rock Solid, and he asked Cameron what was up with him and Jim Jones, and Cameron said the problem started when he asked 50 on his show, It Is What It Is, how he got Jim Jones to perform with G-Unit in the middle of the Dipset G-Unit beef. And Jim Jones didn't like his response, and he felt like Cam and 50 were taking shots at him, laughing at him, trying to clown him, man. So Jim Jones made like 7 diss tracks towards Cam, but Cameron never responded. He said he wishes him well, and he said Jim came a long way from being his hype man to a video director to making albums. And he's right, man. Jim been on his grind since 03. The guy has 32 albums, bro. I don't know if people realize that yet. Man, dude been working hard. Hey, Tony Yayo need to take notes and stop writing 50 Cent coattail. You know what I mean? But speaking of 50 Cent, he one of the reasons Dipset broke up in the first place. Because he tricked Jim Jones out of his position and had him perform with G-Unit when he had the song Ballin' Out that really caused a lot of friction back then. You hear what I'm saying? But I heard back in the day, man, on a Smack DVD, that the real reason they beefing is because Cam made these shirts calling Jim Jones Tricky Ricky, because this is when he first started dating Chrissy, and they said the whole Harlem had ran through her, but Jim Jones wifed her up and was tricking on her, giving her diamonds, purses, cars, but everybody had blew her back out in Harlem, and Jim Jones didn't like that at all, but Cameron apologized for that too, because he said he didn't see them being together, and now they like basically married, and he regret ever doing that and clowning them like that. But I think the tension between Cam and Jim made them lose that versus battle with the Locks. They were not prepared. They were rapping over their words. The set list was all terrible and fucked up. They had a messed up DJ. Hey, yo, they should have let me DJ, man. I would have got them together because they got the songs between Cam, Jim, and Jules. There ain't no way they could at least hung with the Locks, man, instead of getting blown out. But that rapping over the word shit is not gonna work. I'll tell any artist out there, don't ever do that shit. That shit sounds horrible. And Cam can rap, without the words. I seen him in a concert and he didn't do that shit. And he played different songs than what he did in the verses. Now if he would have played those songs and Jules would have played his new shit and Jim with his new shit, they would have won. Real talk, B. But hey, I think Cameron wanted to sabotage that, bro. For real talk, B. But I hate they had to break up like this, man, because both of these artists are talented. Jim is really doing his thing, whether you like him or not, man, whether you think he be capping, the nigga is a hard worker, and he puts out good music. Man, y'all gotta go listen to On the Church Steps. That album is fire. Nobody's really talking about his album. They always talk about what he say on these podcasts, like he's better than Nas or this. Well, he really didn't say he was better than Nas. He said he was more relevant than Nas, which is true because he's all over the place on these talk shows, these radio shows, and podcasts. Nas is chill, doing his thing, you know, making his music millions quietly, not really out there too much, man. He might pop out here and there, but he's not relevant like that. Like, come on, man. I know y'all gonna try to trip, but you gotta understand what I'm saying about the relevancy in 2025. You heard me? But y'all comment below, man. Let me know what y'all think about Cameron and Jim Jones beefing, man. Should they get back together and form Dipset for another reunion, or should they just continue to do their own thing, like Cameron continue to do his podcast and Jim Jones continue to make his music and do what he do? Alright, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. I got a new album out, it's called Where I'm From. Make sure y'all cats stream that today on all platforms, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Music, all the streaming sites. I'm out of here. One love. Peace!